Well, it appears to be that I am live and happy Monday. Happy July 4th, 2022. Happy Independence Day, everybody. So here I am. Oops, got a little whatever going on there. Anyway, happy 4th of July. Wanted to hop on midday today as opposed to tonight because I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of you out celebrating and I'm sure many of you are probably preparing for tonight's events anyway. So it doesn't really matter whether you're with me live or on the replay. Either way, you get the forecast for this week. There's a lot going on this week. Just looking at, the ephemeris in regards to what is actually going on this week. And I want to share that with each and every one of you. But before I dive into that, I just want to make sure I am streaming where I should be streaming. So I'm going to start off with my YouTube channel. Make sure I'm there. So give me a minute. We're going to pop right in there. See that I am where I need to be, which I apparently am where I need to be. Whoops. We're going to pop right. And those of you who are watching from the YouTube channel, I'd like you to do me a favor. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and subscribe and share this out. And also hit that thumbs up button so I know that you enjoy what you are hearing today. And most importantly, share. And if you want to know when I am going live, because I don't always announce it, go ahead and hit your little bell so you get the reminder that I'm live. So I'm going to hop off of there, and now I'm going to go and check out my other platform, where I'm streaming today on both my business and personal page, but I will be landing on my personal page. So let's go into my business page first and just make sure I am there, which I am. And just going to say hello to everyone who might be joining me on that page. Just a quick hello. And if you are on my business page, feel free to comment. Let me know, and I will come back later and answer whatever questions need to be answered. Now I'm going to land on my personal page, which is where I'm going to be most of the time. So if you are on my personal page, please go ahead and interact with me. And I am going to share this out, see who is around and who might be interested in just being in my company today. Just going to do a few more, and then we're going to dive in. All right. Like I said, I'm sure many of you are probably in the midst of preparing for the events of today, which it is 4th of July. So no worries if you are not here with me live. You can always watch later. And if you have any questions, comments, if you're watching from YouTube, you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I really thought one second, have to make a change here, so bear with me a minute. Because I actually thought I erased that. So bear with me just for a moment. We're going to save that, and then we're going to come back. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. So let's start it off with, for those of you who do not know who I am, as my name is on the board there, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Super excited to be here with you today to share some insight with you. Today, I will be giving insight, the forecast, the weekly forecast for July 4th right through July 9th, and going to be pulling 3 cards for each zodiac sign, which means, again, you'll have up to 9 cards to work with. Now, feel free to take those cards, let's say, whatever your zodiac sign is. Of course, it's for the moon, sun, and rising sign, but then you can also look into any of your other planets. So if you happen to have any planets sitting in Aries, apply those 3 cards to that planet as well, which makes it really, really exciting. Hello there, CJ Ives Lopez. Nice of you to be here with me. Happy 4th of July to you, my dear. So again, as I was saying, if you want to be a daredevil, besides looking into your sun, moon, and rising sign, you can also apply each of these cards to any of the planets that the zodiac sign is in. Want to share some interesting facts with you based on the moon for this week, how it's going to be traveling, because the moon rotates every 2.5 days. And today it happens to be in Virgo energy, which is an earth sign. Interesting enough. So many of you might very well be outside enjoying the fire exhibits. And if you are outside in earth, getting very grounded, which we may very well need that today, since not everybody enjoys the loud noises of the fireworks. So if you are somebody who is sensitive to the loud noises, please go with caution. And then on Wednesday through, actually, Virgo, we're going to be in Virgo. The moon's going to be in Virgo's energy right through the 5th. So today and tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, it rotates on Wednesday and Thursday into Libra energy. So that's where the moon will be, and that's an an air sign as well, air sign. So intellectually, how we are thinking about the things we enjoy. Now, think about the moon's energy is about how we feel. So things might be showing up for you by the time we hit Wednesday and Thursday, where you might be evaluating how you feel about something. So take note of that. Then when we move into Friday and Saturday, the moon's going to be moving into Scorpio energy, which is a water sign. How we feel emotionally about things. So for this entire week, we start off with the energy in an earth sign, and by Sunday, the 10th, although this forecast is not really for Sunday, but since I mentioned it, the moon's going to be rotating into Sagittarius energy, which is a fire sign. So why I share this information with you, the moon is how we feel about things. So when it starts off in the earth energy, it's more grounding. So we're more level-headed, so to speak, is what I just heard. And then when we move into Libra, we start to evaluate, analyze, and perhaps even overthink. And then that Scorpio energy may get us to be a little more weepy about whatever it is that's going on for this week. So those emotions may be showing up. And then Sagittarius, being it's a fire sign, that weepy energy may get us to the point where we get so overworked by whatever it is we are feeling. Hello there, Arlene. How are you? So those of you who are here with me, please note that I will be reading all 12 zodiac signs. I will be pulling 3 cards for each zodiac sign, which means you have up to 9 cards that you'll be working with this week for the week of July 4th, which is today, right through July 9th. I also want to share with you some insight regarding some shifts that are taking place this week as of tomorrow. So today is the last day that Mercury is in Gemini energy, which is a ruler sign. It is moving out of Gemini and moving into Cancer, which is a more emotional, home-based energy. So again, that communication regarding family, regarding how you feel about your mind, body, and spirit. It's also about healing this week as well. And it's not just for the one day. It will be in Cancer energy right through, give and take, the end of July, early July, August. Yeah, I got to get my months straight here. Interesting enough. And the other planet that is also moving out of its sign, Mars, it's moving out of its ruler sign of Aries and moving into Taurus. Now, Taurus again is an earth sign, and it's also about our relationships. Mars is a fire element, so Mars is going to help us in our relationships, where it's helping when we want to bring this together as a puzzle. Mars is going to help our relationships in regards to that communication we want to have with family and friends this week, going over for the next give and take 3 to 4 weeks. So make note, and I'll give you more specific dates to how long each of these zodiac signs will be, where they will be between Mars and Mercury. So stay tuned for that over the course of the week. I'll add more to that. But I want to let you know that the shift is taking place as of tomorrow. And this forecast will definitely help you in regards to that shift that's coming on. And also be mindful, again, as I mentioned, take note to where Mars and Mercury are on your chart. And when I read that zodiac sign where it is on your chart, you can apply those cards to that very energy, and it could help you navigate this week specifically on how to communicate, how to connect with those relationships. So we're going to start off with Aries, and we're going to work our way through. Now, here's the rules, guys. This is what I like to do to sort of stay on track. I'm going to read from Aries right through Virgo. And if anyone shows up that's just popping in at that time, I will say hello to you when I'm finished with Virgo. This way it keeps me sort of on pace. And then I will resume back into Libra through Pisces. And again, anyone else who joins in at that point, I then will say hello to them as well. So it doesn't interrupt my flow. So if you show up and I don't say hi, it's not because I'm being rude. It's just I'm trying to maintain a flow and keep us in that hour point, because sometimes the insight that I do give sometimes goes a little over. And I know that many of us have an attention span that doesn't fulfill the full hour. So I'm trying to be accommodating to all of you. All right, so here we go, starting with Aries. And remember that we are in, the sun right now is still in Cancer. So as of tomorrow, the sun and the moon, the sun and Mercury will be in Cancer. So there'll be some energy going on right there. So let's see those 3 cards we have playing. Wow. Quite interesting for Aries, guys. So, and I might have to shake these cards up some more. So when we look at Aries right now, 3 of the cards are in reverse. So that means, Aries, you have some work to do this week. And what this is going to do, and again, remember, Aries, that Mars is moving out of Aries and moving into Taurus. So those of you who do have Mars in Aries, such as myself, this is the very last day that it's in its ruling sign. So it's going to get ready to move out. So you might be feeling a lot of things going on with you on a fiery, like, I need to get things done today. So make note of that energy. So our 3 cards for today for you Aries are associated with the solar plex, the heart, and third eye. All 3 cards are in reverse. And remember, you can use this Aries energy, these 3 cards, for any planet you have on your personal chart that's in Aries. So any planet that's in Aries, this is associated to you. Our first card is in reverse. As I said, all 3 are. It's about a transformation. So this week's energy that we have going on with Mars and Mercury moving, shifting out of its elements and moving into a different zodiac sign, there's a transformation taking place this week. There's something changing for you. You are letting something go. Besides the fact that, again, both Mercury and Mars are moving out of their ruling signs and moving into a different sign, this is a transformational week for you. There may be some assistance in that conversation you might be having with a family member. So a major transformation happening, letting go of something. That solar plex energy is like allowing yourself to trust whatever it is you have to let go of this week. Do not resist it. Do not resist it is what I'm hearing. No resistance this week. If you're resisting, it's not going to go for your best benefit, which is why the cards are in reverse. You may very well be resisting it already, but let go of the resistance and trust. That's that solar plex energy. Have faith and have trust. 1 and 8 is 9. 1 and 8 is 9. So when we think about that 9 energy in numerology, it is about letting go. And we think about it in astrology, it's about using your spiritual wisdom this week. Come out of your ego and allow your spiritual wisdom to guide you. When you work that way, you will very well travel in a much more peaceful pace, and there will be a major transformation this week. That's your first card. Second card is focus, also in reverse. So again, what is it you're focusing on? If you're focusing on the resistance, if you're focusing on your fears, if you're focusing on your doubts, you have to redirect that. Focus on things working out for your most highest good and focus on being in the most highest level. The third eye here is reminding you that you have the ability to create the very things you wish to create. So if you are resisting something, it's because you are creating something that doesn't serve your highest purpose. 1 and 3 is 4. That 4 energy is very much associated to where the sun is right now in Cancer and where Mercury is going to be going in Cancer. Cancer is associated with our home, our family, healing, and also the relationship that you have with your mother, the things you are mothering, and also whomever you see as a mother. And reminding yourself that we are all mothers because we are mother to our inner child. That 4 energy is about your foundation. Bringing more balance into your foundation. What can you do to bring more balance in that you're not going to have so much resistance about? So pay attention to that. Third card is very interesting. Faith, but it's in reverse, which means, again, there's resistance. You Aries are resisting something this week. You Aries have to let go of that resistance so you can move more into that space of faith, transformation. 5 and 6 is 11. So this is definitely about healing a relationship, because the number 11 is a master number, and it's about master healer. You are healing a deep relationship this week. The green is all about the heart energy. So healing the matters of the heart this week. So there's definitely going to be some serious work going on for you, Aries, in regards to healing a relationship, a major transformation coming in. That 11, when you think about it, is about connection. It's about relationships, and is very well associated to the Mars energy moving into Taurus. So there's a lot of help that Mars is going to be helping you guys with. So pay attention to that, Aries. Love that. All right, moving into Taurus. And as mentioned, Taurus, you guys will definitely be feeling this shift, because again, as I mentioned, Mars is moving into Taurus energy. So you're very well going to feel this shift, as so will Aries, because it's moving out of Aries and into Taurus. We're all going to feel. And also note that when we think about Mars moving into Taurus, we also have that North Node in Taurus energy and Uranus in Taurus energy. So there's a lot going on in Taurus. And if I'm not mistaken, I also believe Venus is in Taurus as well. So what do we have? We have Mars, we have North Node, we have Uranus, we have Venus. We have 4 planets in Taurus right as of tomorrow. So those of you who might have sun, moon, or rising, there's a lot of energy going on in your zodiac sign. Lots of stuff going on in relationships. And this week is going to help you get those relationships on track. So let's see what cards are in store for you, what chakras you have to work on this week, so you can be in perfect alignment to these amazing energies for you. Here we go. I really wish my cards would be upright. Oh, there we go. All right, so Taurus, here we have it. Out of your 3 cards, you have 2 cards in reverse, 1 in upright position. We are looking at the sacral, the solar plex, and third eye. So first card for you, Taurus, again, solar plex, similar to the Aries energy. This is your week. It's about being truthful and being able to listen. Being truthful and being able to listen. What do you need to speak your truth about? And solar plex is about trusting. Solar plex is about feeling secure and safe. Those are the 2 words I'm hearing, safe and secure. 3, when we talk about 3 in astrology, is that Mercury energy. Mercury has and will be moving into Cancer, home, family, healing, nurturing, and your mother. So maybe there is a conversation that you do need to have in regards to your mother, or even in regards to a feminine energy of just another woman. Conversations need to come up. That 3 is about communicating, creating, trusting that what it is you need to create. That might even be a conversation you're having with self as well. 3 is about learning to listen. Listen to the other person you're going to have conversation with. Do not be so quick to just put your information out there. Also be willing to hear what other people have to say as well. Cards in reverse. Let's see what the next card says. So as you're learning to listen and speak your truth, unconditional love needs to come to the table. You have to be willing to have unconditional love. There's no conditions. So if you're gonna come to the table with a condition, you have to be willing to let that go. Sacral energy is associated with the womb, which is associated with your inner child and your mother as well. So this could be related to that relationship you have with your mom. If there's a conflict going on, maybe this is a perfect time to work on healing, which 9 and 6, that's 6 energy. That 6 is associated with Virgo, which is where the moon is as we speak. How do you feel about the connection you have with your mom? How do you feel about the connection you have with yourself? How do you feel about the connection you have with your inner child? How do you feel about your connection you have with your feminine energy? There's a lot of hows. That 6 in numerology is about healing, nurturing, home again, taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. But you have to be willing to have unconditional love for self and others. Cards in reverse. Third card, interesting enough, as the first 2 were really associated with learning to listen and have that unconditional love, third card sort of comes out of left field, which is about financial abundance, but it's in reverse. In reverse. So perhaps when we talk about this card, that financial abundance, you're resisting. You're resisting. Maybe you're telling yourself, well, when I make this much money, I'll be able to do this. That's a condition. So let go of that condition and know that you're entitled to financial abundance. So start creating that with your third eye. 1 and 7 is 8, which is associated with the 8th house energy, which is associated with Scorpio. And the moon will be there by Friday, rather. We think about that 8 energy. It's also about letting go of your old ways of thinking about money. And maybe you've picked up some habits regarding how your mom felt about money. So if that is the case, this is a great time this week to let go of whatever those habits, patterns, beliefs that you carry, and let go of the judgment, shame, guilt, or blame. And know that there's no reason to have conditions to that 8 energy of letting go so you can transform. So that's Taurus energy. I believe it's still on Taurus. Yes, still on Taurus energy. So I'm loving that for Taurus. And remember, Taurus, that again, you have those 4 planets that are in your sign. So this is an interesting week to help you have better relationships with money, better relationships with the feminine energy, better relationships with yourself and your mom. All right, we're moving into Gemini. So this is the last day that Mercury will be in its ruling sign, Gemini. So quite interesting to see how this energy is going to feel for Geminis. So let's see. Let's shuffle these cards up for Gemini. All right. So here we have a Gemini. Quite interesting for Geminis. All 3 of your cards are upright. Whew. Considering Aries and Taurus, most of their cards were in reverse. Geminis, yours are upright. We're looking at, again, solar plex. I'm sorry, let's reverse. Root, solar plex, and the high heart, but we will be starting off with the high heart. This is a week for rebirth. Now that Mercury is moving out of Gemini and it's moving into Cancer, you may very well experience a rebirth in regards to the way you've been communicating. It's about compassion, kindness, and peace for you guys. 2 and 1 is that 3 energy, which is associated with Mercury. What have you learned about yourself when Mercury was in your ruling sign of Gemini? And when we think about that 3 energy, it's about how you communicate. And you're going to be communicating differently going forward because you're experiencing a rebirth this week. With the energy, Mercury moving into Cancer and Mars moving into Taurus, that's going to shift things for you this week. So that 3 is about what did you learn? What are you learning? And how are you expressing yourself this week in a different way? So I'm loving that. Interesting on the next card, transformation. Just as we said, we have a rebirth, so you have a transformation. That 9 energy is all about letting something go. You're surrendering, you're letting something go. Solar plex energy is about feeling worthy, trusting this process, and allowing yourself to feel safe with this journey that you are on this week. Love that. Third card, really interesting. Freedom. How appropriate is this today? Now, when we think about freedom, where is it that you want more freedom in your life? After all, you're having a rebirth and you're transforming. So you get to have freedom. Now, in order to have freedom, 1 and 4 is 5, which means you need to have change. You need to change something this week. And with the help of Mercury and Mars shifting out of the signs that they were in, there's going to be change going on. What I like you Geminis to do is I want you to look at your Mercury and Mars and see what signs they're in and see how that's going to play into change for you this week. Being that there is change, you're having a rebirth and you're transforming, it's very important to get grounded this week. So do what you need to do to get grounded, meaning get out into nature if you need to, go by water, go sit by a tree. Being that you are earth, air signs, you may need to be out in the air. You may need to be out in nature to really align your energy so you can feel really great about yourself this week. Change is inevitable for you. And also when you think about that 5 energy, it's about being courageous enough so you can have this rebirth. See yourself in a different light so you can transform. Love that for Geminis. All right. Moving into Cancer, for those celebrating Cancer birthdays, happy birthday. And as mentioned, now that we have the Sun in Cancer and Mercury's moving into Cancer, that's a lot of Cancer energy. That's a lot of water going on. And we just recently had this amazing new moon in Cancer. So for you Cancers out there, how are you feeling about all of this Cancer work? So let's see what's in store for you guys this week. How can you use this energy when we talk about Mercury and Cancer? That's about communication. It's about scheduling time with family, having conversations, some deep-hearted conversations. All right. Here we go. Rolling it out. The next card doesn't want to come out. Oops, we have two, so we only get one. Okay. All right, guys. So for Cancer energy, you have two cards in reverse, one in the upright position. You are looking at your sacral energy, your throat chakra, and crown. We're going to start off with throat chakra, which makes sense considering Mercury is going to be in Cancer as of tomorrow. This is a week for communication, but it's also about spiritual career. So there might be also a conversation taking place to your job. So those Cancers out there, you may be having a conversation with your boss. If you own your own business, you might be changing things up a little bit regarding your spiritual career. But there's definitely a change coming in. 7-7. That 7 energy is associated with finding balance. So spiritual career may be the very thing you need to find more balance in your life. Remember, spiritual career does not have to emphasize astrology or acupuncture or healing work. It can just be something that you so enjoy doing that you don't mind doing it if you weren't getting paid for it. So make note of that. 7 and 7 is 14, which is 5. So that means there's change coming in this week, which means you're having a conversation about something that's going to change something. So be mindful. It could very well be a conversation regarding work. It could be a conversation regarding having a conversation with someone in the family about your spiritual career, but there's definitely a conversation coming in for Cancers. So pay attention to that. And also pay attention to what you need to hear. Somebody else might be saying something to you as well. So pay attention. Second card is higher self. So this is a week where you're going to be spending some time connecting with your higher self, shifting gears a little bit, coming out of your ego, moving into that spiritual wisdom and seeing things from a different light, seeing things from a different lens. Crown chakra is what you want to work on this week so you could be in that vibration. That 11 is a master healer. So this is your week to connect with yourself as a master healer. This is also a week that you might actually be connecting with a master healer. So you might be communicating with a master healer. 11 is associated in astrology with the 11th house, Aquarius energy. So when we think about Aquarius energy right now, we think about that Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So perhaps there might be some things going on in your structure. When we talk about that spiritual career, your structure might be changing too. So pay attention and note that this serves your higher self. This does not serve yourself that you see yourself as in the 3D. This is about your 5D vibration. So note that. Interesting. Third card's in reverse. So there might be some fears here. You might be a little doubtful. You might be worrying. You might be insecure. It's really important to step into being fearless and know that whatever this is, whatever change that's coming in for you, it's serving your higher self. It's for your soul's purpose, and it needs to happen. So that sacral energy is about letting go of the judgment, letting go of shame, guilt, or blame, letting go of whatever wounds you might be carrying, letting go of the inner child expectations that you may have. That 7 and 8 is a 6. So this is definitely a week for healing. Healing a matter of the heart. And remember, change is on its way. And to really stay focused on your higher self. Recognize whatever it is you're going to be doing serves your highest purpose. Cards in reverse though, so pay attention, you Cancers, this week. This is an important week for you guys because a shift is happening and it does serve your higher self. All right, moving into Leos. All right, Leos. Leos. Let's see what's in store for you, Leos, here. Where after all, you're in your 12th house energy. This is a week for you to continue working on tying up loose ends. Be aware of how you are feeling this week, and also pay attention to how this Mercury and Mars is going to influence your energy this week as well, since you are tying up some loose ends. Whoops, the cards are just flying out for you guys. Quite interesting. Okay, so Leos, here we have it. One card in reverse, and 2 of the cards are associated with the throat. One's the sacral, and interesting enough that one of the cards were related to Cancer energy, so it's showing up again in Leo. So here we have it. Our very first card for you, Leos. As I said, this is a week of change. You are tying up loose ends this week. You've been tying up loose ends as the sun entered Cancer energy. So it's about change this week. You're having a conversation as well. That conversation is going to change something for you this week. That 5 energy is representing that change, being courageous, but it's also about remembering, even though there's a change coming in, it's important to remember to have fun, be playful, and adventurous, which is what you guys like to be anyway. That number 5 is associated with the 5th house energy, which is all about Leos. Leos' mantra, at least from what I know, is they need to have fun. If it's not fun, they're not going to do it. And if they're doing the same thing over and over again, that gets boring for them. Leo energy likes to have change, which makes sense for that card. Second card showing up is fearless. This is your week to be fearless. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to be afraid of. You have nothing to be insecure about. This is your week to be fearless. Everything is going to go exactly how you want it to go. Everything is working to your most highest purpose. That 7, 8 is 6. So things are healing this week. You will definitely be healing an inner child experience. Whatever it is you need to talk about, you will be healing an inner child experience. So enjoy it. Quite interesting on the third card in reverse. 22, which is a master number, which is about a master foundation. You're building a new foundation based on this change. Domestic harmony. So there's going to be harmony coming within your home. There's harmony coming in the home. Domestic harmony. Conversation, like I said, double throat chakra. It's about expressing, but it's also about listening as well. And know that this is a week for being fearless. 22 is all about your foundation, balance, stability as well, harmony as well. So I'm loving that for Leos. Loving that. Here we are moving into Virgo. So Virgos, as I mentioned, today and tomorrow the moon is in Virgo energy. So how are you feeling about anything that's showing up for you? What are you thinking about? Where are your emotions today? Very important to stay in the earth element. And also, once again, taking a look at where Mars and Mercury are in your chart and see if these cards can help you out a little bit. All right, let's go. Choo-choo, choo-choo-choo, poo-poo-poo-poo-poo-poo. All right, Virgos, this is a fun week for you guys. All right, only one of your cards in reverse. We're looking at Sacral. Sacral energy seems to be popping up for a lot of the zodiac signs this week. Also solar plex as well, and we have the high heart. So for you Virgos out there, high heart and higher education in reverse. So when you think about that higher education, I like to believe that it's got to do with your higher wisdom. So it's coming away from ego. 36 is 9. So we are going to be traveling this week. Your dreams and your daydreams may help you gain some insight. So pay attention to your dreams this week. Keep a pen and notebook by your bedside so you can jot down whatever you remember from your dreams. Write them down on paper. In fact, interesting enough, funny story is I've been having some wacky dreams this week, last week for that matter, where some of them doesn't seem to make sense when I'm talking about it, but then when I really sit and evaluate it, it makes a lot of sense. So pay attention. Your dream may not seem like they make sense, but when you actually take a minute to think, you may gain some really great wisdom from it. The pink energy is about compassion and kindness. And remember when we talk about that 9 energy, it's associated with Sagittarius, which is where the moon's going to end up by the end of this week. Sagittarius is a fire sign. So be compassionate and kind, and remember to focus from your spiritual wisdom, not your ego this week. Let go of the ego. So let go of anything that might be causing you to have a low vibration. Because when we think about our higher education is about higher wisdom. All right, and higher vibration as well. Next card, 33. That is the master creator, master sacrificer. This is about your health this week. So pay attention to your health this week. Be mindful of your health. Be health conscious. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure you're getting enough nutrients. Make sure you're getting your workouts in. Be very mindful about your health this week. Sacral energy. This could be related to the women out there, your moon cycle. So pay attention to what's going on with your moon cycle this week. You guys out there, just pay attention to what's going on with your genitals this week. There could be some things that might need your attention for this week. Remember, 33 carries the same energy as the 6, just at a higher vibration. So this is a week of healing, nurturing, taking care of your body, taking care of your body this week. Third card is also letting you know that this is a week of success. So you are moving into a successful week. You must trust this process. You must trust this process. That 8 energy is letting go of the old ways and thinking that you think about success. So if you're one of those types of people that feel like you got to work really, really hard to be successful, you can change that mantra to being, I work easily to be successful. And when you do that, you do transform. That 8 energy is associated with that Scorpio energy. And believe it or not, when we think about that Scorpio, it's ruled by Pluto. And Pluto is helping you to let go of things that no longer serve you regarding success. After all, it's still in retrograde in Capricorn energy, which is about your achievements, your success, your fame, your awards. So let go of anything that doesn't serve your success this week. Use Mars and Mercury to work on that. I love that for Virgos. All right, so we are at the halfway mark, so I'm just going to give a shout out to anyone who's watching with me right now. So I have here, again, I said hello to CJ, I said hello to Arlene. If there's anybody else who's roaming in, not foaming in, please say hello. Let me know that you are here with me. And I'm going to go back and start back with Libra and continue this on to keep us in the flow. So here we go, Libra energy. So again, just want to bring to your attention, Libra, as of Wednesday, the moon will be in your sign. So pay attention to how you are feeling about things as of Wednesday and Thursday. I like to let you guys know where the moon is because the moon does rotate every 2.5 days, 2 to 2.5 days. So our feelings, our emotions change from day to day because the factor is that the elements change. So we go from a water sign to, like this week, we're going from an earth sign into an air sign to a water sign, finishing out to fire sign. So we're starting the week off feeling grounded, and then we move into our head, and then we move into our hearts, and then we move into taking action. Quite an interesting week, don't you think? All right, so Libra, let's see what's in store for you guys. All right. Libra, interesting that's showing up again. Oh, I thought I shook these cards up. Foo-foo. So, Libra, your cards are very similar to Virgos. At least 2 of them are. So we have 1 card in reverse. We have 2 cards in sacral, 1 in solar plex. Let me just grab a drink. All right, so here we go. So our very first cards for you, Libra, is this is a successful week. This week is your success. You're going to have success in whatever it is you are doing. And make sure you align that into your energy. So the card's upright, so there's no resistance. So be prepared for success. 8, that 8 energy is about your achievements, your award, success. And so interesting, if I'm correct, I don't know if she's still here with me. I'm going to tag her on my page here because I'm going to talk about her. So give me a second. If I'm not mistaken, I believe one who was just here before, CJ Ives Lopez, she's definitely having a successful week already because she is the publisher of the Author's Porch magazine. I don't have my copy yet, but when I do, I will be talking about it. And that just was published for this week. It's now available on Amazon, so anybody who's interested in getting yourself a copy, please do. I happen to be one of the columnists. I'm the columnist of the Cosmic Corner. So yes, so CJ Ives is definitely having a successful success starting off the week. After all, I do believe she is a Libra sun energy, if I have that right. So remembering that 8 energy is associated with Scorpio energy, where again, Scorpio is that 8th house. The ruler of Scorpio is Pluto, and Pluto right now still in retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorn is associated with success. So Pluto is helping all of us dismantle anything that doesn't serve our success. So that solar plex energy is about trusting this process right now. Trust that you deserve success. Trust that you have success, and let go of any ideas of any ideas that doesn't match success. That's at 8 energy. Transformation is coming in. Love that for Libras. Second card for Libras is just very similar to Virgos, this is also a week for you to pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your body this week. Do what you can to be the creator of your body. Do what you can to create the most healthiest body there is. Do what you can to work on those inner child wounds that you may be carrying and clearing them out, and see yourself as being confident, empowering, and moving into your power, moving into your willpower so you can be successful this week. Love that. Third card's in reverse though. Now, this third card in reverse is associated with the second, number 2. Talk about the number 2 in astrology. It's where Mars is going, into Taurus energy. And it is about Queen and King. It is about your relationships, your partnerships, your contracts. It's in reverse, though. So pay attention when we think about Queen and King partnerships. It could very well be related to your business, your success. Pay attention. There might be something there that you have to work on in reference to judgment, shame, guilt, or blame. So pay attention to that. However the Queen and King resonates with you, whether it's a business partnership, a partnership you have with an intimate relationship, the partnership you have with your feminine and masculine energy as well. Pay attention to it for you Libras. So that is really about the partnership that you have with another person or with yourself as well. Lovely week for those Libras. I love that. All right, moving into our Scorpios. So a fun week for Scorpio as well. Just paying attention for Scorpio. So let me just take a peek at something for a sec. So we think about our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpios, this is a week for you to pay attention to your dreams as well. To your dream state, and recognizing that higher wisdom is important for this week. So again, pulling out of your ego and really working on seeing yourself as the best version of who you are. So let's see what cards are in tune. Interesting as I say that. All right, so here we have it for Scorpios. So Scorpios, all 3 of your cards are in upright position. Yay, yay, yay. And I just want to take a minute. Tag some folks here. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second, and then I'm going to get right back into all of us. Alrighty, so for you Scorpios again, and I know there's many of you out there, you have all 3 of your cards in upright position. Our very 3 cards we're working with is the solar plex, which seems to be popping up a lot, the heart, and the crown. Interesting week for you Scorpios. So for you Scorpios, it's a Reiki week for you. So please go ahead and redeem your 15-minute complimentary treatment. You have 24 hours to do so, to redeem this session, 15-minute complimentary session, which will be done virtually. Upon doing this, it will help you release whatever you need to release so you can be in this amazing energy of being in your higher wisdom and moving out and recognizing what shows up in your dreams this week. So second card is about your higher self. So in order to really connect with your higher self and see yourself as the highest, best version of who you are, you do need to clear some energy. The crown chakra. Learn to activate your crown, open it up, and see yourself as the most highest vibration you can see yourself as. That 11 energy is associated with Aquarius. Right now, Saturn is in Aquarius in retrograde, helping you to restructure your structure, which is why it makes sense that you need a Reiki treatment. And moving into the next card, which I'll explain that in a second. So when we think about that structure, think about everything is changing for you and working right into success. So as you work on this Reiki healing this week, whether you do it yourself or you redeem your session, this is going to help you be more in alignment to success. That 8 energy is associated with your sign, that Scorpio energy, which is associated with Pluto, which not only are we having Saturn helping you, but Pluto is helping you to really connect with your higher self and be in more alignment with success. Solar plex energy. Perhaps you're in that space where you're not trusting it, you're not having faith, and you're not feeling secure. So allow yourself to move into that space of feeling worthy. The cards are bright though, so there's no resistance to your success. This is a very powerful week for you, assuming you work on your Reiki treatment so you can clear the energy. Very powerful week if you align your energy this week. So please, Scorpios, if you really want to obtain that success this week, go ahead and redeem that 15-minute complimentary session with me. You could do so by emailing within76@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on my personal page, feel free to put in the comments that yes, Reiki. And that's for those who have Scorpio and Sun, Moon, or Rising sign to redeem within the next 24 hours. Moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy. This is your week to really let go, surrender, and transform. What do you have to let go of this week? What has been holding you down? What has been in your way? And what are you ready to transform into? Let's see. All right. Quite interesting. All right, so Sagittarius, here we have it. One card in reverse. We are looking at the, we have all the higher chakras. We have the heart, we have third eye, and we have crown. So what are you focused on? What are you focused on this week? Well, whatever it is you are focused on, make sure it serves your highest purpose. Make sure you focus on positive energy. Make sure you focus on a higher vibration. 1 and 3 is 4, which is your foundation. So perhaps you are focused on your foundation, whether that be your body, your home, or your career. But make sure whatever it is you're focused on is what it is you want to create, because you are the creator. That 4 energy is associated with Cancer, where right now the sun is in Cancer, and as of tomorrow, moving forward, Mercury is in Cancer. So you might be talking about a lot of whatever it is you're focused on. But remember, what you talk about, what you think about, what you listen to is what you create. So focus on it being something you want in your experience, not what you don't want. Second card, higher self. So this is about, again, being in your higher vibration this week. Always remember you want to be in your highest vibration so you can attract the things that are aligned to your higher vibration. I'm sure you're aware of this, but if you're not, it will be news to you. Anything that we desire in our experience and we don't have it yet, it's because it's at a higher vibration than we are, which means we have to raise our vibration to get the very thing we're looking to have. So that's why it's so important to always examine and see yourself as your higher self. That 11 energy is associated with Aquarius, which is associated right now in Saturn, which is helping to restructure who you are. Your crown chakra. This is really about that connection with your higher self. Connecting with your higher self, connecting with your creator, and focusing on seeing yourself as your higher self. Loving the next card that shows up here. It's in reverse. 68 is about change. So we think about what is it you need to surrender, because it's in reverse. So perhaps whatever you are focused on, as you're in this energy right now, it's really time to surrender. Let your heart become lighter. Let go of whatever frustrations, anger, whatever it is you are focused on that is not serving your higher self. This is a good day to start changing that. A good week to start using this energy to help you move it along, where, again, Mercury moving into Cancer, Mars moving into Taurus this week. This is going to help you move into that energy relating to whatever it is you are focused on, but seeing yourself as the highest version of you. So change is definitely on its way. Work on that this week, Sagittarius. When we think about that transition, that letting it go and transforming into something new coming in, what are you focused on? All right, moving into Capricorn. So good old Capricorns, as you know, Pluto is in your sign in retrograde. There's a lot of stuff going on in Capricorn energy in reference to just demolition. By the time Pluto moves out of Capricorn and out of retrograde, or moving out of retrograde and still being in Capricorn, you are definitely going to be a different version of yourself. And because the sun is in Cancer energy, which is your opposite sign, and Mercury is going to be moving there too, there's going to be a lot of energy emphasizing on family, which there has been a lot of energy emphasized on family. And the full moon that's coming in is in Capricorn. So I'm kind of curious to see how this week is going to unfold for you. Love it. All right, so here we go for Capricorn. So Capricorn, you have one card in reverse. We're looking at the sacral, the throat, and the crown. So we're starting off with change. So being that again, Mercury is moving out of Gemini today, moving into Cancer tomorrow. There is change coming in with the way you are communicating at home. That 5 energy is about making sure that when you are communicating, that you are doing it with a more fun, joyful way. It doesn't have to be mean. It could be with a more joyful, kind way of communicating. And also be open to listening. And what I'm going to put out there for you guys is put the energy out there of listening to and hearing laughter. Because laughter can definitely bring more change into your life. So learning to listen for laughter. Laughter means there's fun, there's joy coming in. And know that this week there is joy coming in. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on what you're communicating, what you're learning about yourself, what people are teaching you about them. So pay attention to that. Second one, it is a week of being fearless. So it is really a powerful week to step into being fearless. Do something different. Don't stay in your comfort zone because there is change this week. 7 and 8 is 6. So here we have 5 and then we have 6. So that 6 is about healing this week. Healing the judgment, shame, guilt, and blame. That then will make your sacral energy a lot lighter and help you really move into that space of connecting with yourself as a mother, seeing yourself as a mother, mothering your inner child, and seeing yourself as the best mother that you can be. Fearless. Third card in reverse is the crown chakra. 8 and 8, when we think about it, is 16, which is 7. So for you, the Capricorns out there, this is in perfect order. We have the 5, 6, and then the 7. The 8 energy, again, associated with Scorpio, which is associated with Pluto, which is where your Capricorn energy is, and Pluto. Pluto is helping you to destroy what no longer serves your marriage. Now, when we think about the word marriage, we can think about it in reference to what you're married to, habits, beliefs, programming. It could also be about your marriage, where Pluto is helping to destroy what doesn't serve your marriage on the highest level possible. So that 8 energy is letting go of something so you can transform and bring something new in. 8 and 8 is 16, which is 7. That 7 is balance. So I want you to pay attention to the moon's energy on Wednesday when it's in Libra, which is that 7th house, and see what brings more balance into your marriage, whether it's your traditional marriage with another person or what you're married to with yourself. And this is all associated with your crown. When we think about anything dealing with marriage or self, it really is connecting with our higher self and working with your crown chakra, move out of your ego and move into that spiritual wisdom. Love that for Capricorn. Love it. All right. So we are moving into Aquarius. But before we move into Aquarius, I do want to also bring to Capricorn's attention that, again, with you guys being in your 7th house, in Cancer season, opposite side, you're in your 7th house. So this is really about finding that balance in your marriage, whether it's the traditional marriage or married to yourself. Balance is really important for you guys this week. All right, Aquarius. So for you guys who are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Saturn is in retrograde in Aquarius energy. So there's a lot of energy in your structure. Things are changing in your structure, whether it's in your home, in your body, in your business. There's major change coming in. Let's see what's in store for you this week and what cards you can work on to being in alignment to that change and not resist it. Because many of us tend to resist because we're afraid of change. But I'm loving your cards. So Aquarius, as mentioned, we have Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius. And with the changes coming in where Mercury is moving out of Gemini into Cancer, Mars is moving out of Aries into Taurus, your cards this week, and I really want you to pay attention to where those two planets are in your chart. So we're looking at 2 cards in the crown, 1 card in the high heart. This is your week to manifest. Manifestation. So again, because Aquarius is in retrograde in Saturn, what would you like to manifest as your structure changes? This serves your higher self, so you have the ability to manifest things that serves your highest purpose. 1 and 9 is 10. We talk about that 10 energy. It's about Capricorn. This is about the work, the soul's purpose that you came here to do, your soul's work, the people you connect with, the work that you do. What would you like to manifest this week? Your crown energy. Activate the crown so you can pull in that powerful purpose of yours. That 10 energy is also associated with Capricorn, which is about your achievements, your success, your fame, but it's also associated with father energy, the father figure, the masculine. The masculine is about taking action. So let's work on that. 10 is also about new beginnings when we think about it, which leads us right into the second card. New beginnings. This is a very powerful week for you guys to have a new beginning. Something brand new is coming in, a new way of looking at things. So get excited and keep your vibration high enough so you can create this new beginning for yourself. That 10 is about your soul's purpose, your achievements, your success. You may even be recognized this week. People may decide to give you an award, shout you out, whatever it is, but there's definitely a new beginning coming in for you guys. So pay attention to that. That's fun, fun, fun. Third card, communication. So as I mentioned, manifestation, a new beginning. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of people saying your name this week. Your name is being mentioned everywhere. Your name is being highlighted this week. 1 and 2 is that 3 energy, which is about Mercury again. Mercury is associated as of tomorrow in Cancer energy. So even your family may be recognizing you for all of the things you have accomplished up until now, all the things you're manifesting. This is definitely compassion, kind, peace, joy for you. This is a fun week for you, Aquarius. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I happen to be an Aquarius moon sign. Moon sign? Yeah, moon sign. So it's interesting to know that it's going to be a fun week for me. All right, moving into Pisces, and we got just about 56 minutes here. I'm very excited. So for you Pisces, this is about change this week. Let me just check it out. So Pisces, this is about change this week. This is about a week to have fun. Have fun this week. Where do you want to have more fun? Where do you want to have more fun? Where do you want to have change? Change is coming in, but you need to have fun this week. Do things fun this week. Be playful this week. Let's see what cards you need to work on so you can make that happen. Okay, so Pisces is quite interesting. One card in reverse, the other two upright. We're looking at sacral, solar plex, and third eye. Seems to be that sacral, solar plex for a lot of the signs this week. So I'd be quite interested to know how many of you had that sacral and solar plex in many of your zodiac signs where it showed up in all 3 cards, in all 3 zodiacs. All right, so Pisces, this is your week for success. Success. And because you're in your 5th house in this energy right now, how do you see yourself having success? Can you be more playful being in success? Does it have to be so hard? No, it doesn't. That 8 energy is associated with letting go of that whole thought process that success has to be challenging. It doesn't have to be challenging. It's going to be fun. And trust that you deserve success. Trust that you are worthy of success. Trust that success is on its way. There's a new way of doing it. That 8 energy is about a transformation. Love that. Second card's in reverse, which is about compassion. So you do need to be more compassionate with yourself. Have fun. Don't be so rough on yourself. So don't be so rigid is what I just heard. 4 and 9 is that foundation, your foundation. You are bringing more success into your foundation. You're attracting foundation. That 4 energy is associated with Cancer season, which again, the Sun and Mercury. Mercury is about communication. So you're communicating with different people. And in that conversation that you're going to be communicating, you're going to bring in success into your energy. So I'm loving that. Pay attention though this week, your health. Your health. Your health is very important. When we think about that 4th house energy, it's about your home. And your home is your body, mind, and spirit. Sacral energy. The manners of your womb. Let go of guilt, shame, judgment, and blame. 33, you are the master creator. And you are. You are the 12th zodiac sign. You carry the energy of all the zodiac signs and your highest intuitive sign there is. So you are definitely definitely, a healer. And I'm loving these numbers because we have it in order. We have 4, 6, and 8. So perfect order for you Pisces. I love that. So what a fun week. Remembering to go back and look at all the zodiac signs, see where your sun, moon, and rising sign is. And if you want to be a daredevil, go and check out all your other planets and see what zodiac signs those are in. And use these cards to help you navigate through this week. Work on those chakras this week. Whatever chakras showed up in your spread this week, please work on those chakras. So this way here, you can be in perfect alignment to whatever's supposed to take place for you this week. And so you can have the help of Mars and Mercury moving you along. After all, Mars is going into Taurus energy, which is all about our relationships with our physical and material possessions. And Mercury is about communication, scheduling, time, planning. And it's going into Cancer, which is about family, home, nurturing, healing, and the connection we have with our mothers, mother figures, being the mother that we are, and what we are mothering, meaning our projects that we're mothering this week. So anyway, it's just about the hour now. We just hit the top of the hour, and I am so excited to be here with you. Happy 4th of July. For anybody who's tuning in right now, hello. Thank you all for being with me. Again, if you have any comments, questions, feel free to put them. If you're watching on my Facebook personal page or business page, put them in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I always like to know how this lands with you and how it helps you navigate through the week. I look forward to being back here sometime this week. And on that note, just want to remind you that this week will be the first Wednesday of the month. So please come join me 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time on Strong Island Radio for Joanne's Cosmic Energy Radio Show. And I will be sharing information regarding what's going on in the month of Cancer season. All that being said, for now, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye for now. And happy 4th of July to all.